to the All Saints Catholic School e-learning. The big idea we will be exploring today is the mechanics of breathing. For this session, you will need to have watched the big idea video on this topic first. Before beginning this session, try to find a quiet place where you can focus and aim to have a pen and paper to hand so that you can note down your ideas. It will also help if you have a laptop, because there could be a video that you might need to watch. By the end of this video, you will have recalled how we breathe, understand how exercise stimulates respiration levels, and be able to talk to and tell someone else the mechanics of breathing. Watch the video through twice and see how much you can remember about the mechanics of breathing. You might find it easier to write it out in bullet points or into a list, starting from when we first breathe in to when we breathe out. The mechanics of breathing links to the sport and physical activity topic relating to the short and long-term effects of exercise onto the respiratory system. You might need to do a little bit of research on both the short and long-term effects that exercise has on the respiratory system. Okay, we're going to try an activity now just to see if you it'll give you more of an idea of see if you can work out what the mechanics of breathing are. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to go on a run for 5 minutes, and as you're running I want you to go through in your head the mechanics of breathing and think about what the exercise is making happen inside of your body. Once you've finished running for 5 minutes, I want you to stop, write down what's happened to your breathing, and if you can explain why any of these changes have happened. Make sure that you have a list of all of the mechanics of breathing by the end of this session. Right, we're going to work this bit together. Now I want you to take your list that you just did in the last activity, and then I want you to compare it to the list on this slide to see if they are the same. So have a look through and see if you can tick off each time you've mentioned something that's on both slides. So have a go and see how you get on. What I'd like you to do this time is I want you to find a picture of the respiratory system and either draw it or print it into your book. Then I want you to see if you can write down the steps that occur and actually highlight the areas where these steps are occurring. So trying to put it into practice with basically a diagram of the lungs and the muscles and the bones and the structure surrounding them. Have a go, see how you get on. Okay, we're going to consolidate our learning. So we're looking at the short-term effects on breathing. So the main short-term effects on breathing when we exercise is basically what you would expect them to be. The amount of air that we breathe in, or the tidal volume, increases as the body anticipates but also starts to respond to the activity that we're going to do. The breathing rate increases because of the changes in CO2 levels detected in the blood, and this happens in conjunction with the cardiovascular system. And just to consolidate the long-term effects on the respiratory system, there is an increase in the oxygen diffusion rate. Now the oxygen diffusion rate is the speed that oxygen and carbon dioxide change places in both the lungs and in the muscles. The faster that this can happen, the more chance that we get more oxygen to our working muscles, therefore we can keep working either at a harder rate or for longer. We also have an increased vital capacity. With long-term exercise, vital capacity increases. This means that the amount of air that is able to be forced in and out of the lungs as we breathe will increase. This happens because of the efficiency of the mechanics of breathing have been finely tuned. The muscles are better at creating more space for more air, and thus more oxygen gets to flow into the body. Well done guys, great work. During this presentation, you will have recalled how we breathe, you will have considered how exercise affects breathing, and you will have looked at and analysed the short and long-term effects of breathing. Well done.